Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of TCG Revival. In this episode, I'm going to review all the new EXs that came out of the Dragon's Exalted set. The new EXs look sick, and a lot of them are actually really playable and will make good additions to decks that already exist. And in fact, some of them will create some even new decks. So let's just check them out. A lot of them really playable and just look really awesome. Really, the new EXs are just an addition to the ones we've already got. A lot of them look really nice, like I said before, and those are the 6. Now I'm going to go in order which ones I think are best to worst. We're going to go over which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. We're going worst first, then we're going to the best. So yeah, let's see. First choice is Registeel EX. This one, in my opinion, isn't very good. A 4 retreat card is never a good thing, even though it is searchable through uses of Heavy Ball. Although, I don't think that's good enough for this card. For the triple laser, you're doing 30 damage to 3 Pokemon, and anywhere in the field. This takes 3 energy, and most of the time you'll attach different types. However, his second attack takes 2 metal and a double colorless. This can be really infuriating if you're using decks that don't always have the resources, and you need to use the attack. Creating a deck just with Registeel also doesn't sound very promising. His second attack does 80 damage for 4 energy, which isn't the greatest. And like I said, he's compatible with Metal Energies and the new blend, but with the Garchomps in the format always hitting them off, and only 80 damage with an Eviolite effect just isn't that good in general. Registeel is an infuriating card, and it could have been so much better, in my opinion. Next on my list is Ho-Oh EX. This card actually doesn't look too bad to me. It has 160 HP, a 2 retreat cost, and a weakness to water. However, it's just a weird card in a way. Once you discard it, you flip a coin. If heads, then you put it on your bench and attach 3 different types of energies to it. So if you can somehow manage to get those energies and Ho-Oh in the discard and get lucky on your coin flip, I can imagine that you do such things to Juniper, then you can possibly set up a Donk with his second attack, which is 20 damage for 3 energy, and then plus 20 more for each different energy. And then you can even attach one manually from your hand. So if we're talking different types of energy, then Ho-Oh just might be a decent Donk card. However, in my opinion, I just don't think he's good, and maybe he'll use people like better later on, but I don't know. Next, I choose the underdog, Giratina EX. Giratina EX looks pretty promising to me. It's a dragon type, and it's got compatible with blend energy, which is always a good thing. 3 retreat isn't that great, and it's of course weak to dragon. Its first attack does 90 damage without any side effects, so you can knock out Sigilyph in one shot, which is great power. Also, just for attaching another, you're going to do 130 damage, which might not seem good at first, but you're discarding 3 cards from your deck, which also isn't the greatest, but it will one-shot any dragon guaranteed, so that actually isn't a horrible attack. I've also thought of something like, you mix it with Darkrai EX in Hydreigon. Since Hydreigon uses blend energies and so does Darkrai, then it could be a good idea. And, just tech in a Giratina, use Hydreigon, move the energies from Giratina to Darkrai. They could actually have pretty decent synergy. I'm really curious to see how Giratina will be used in the future, but for now, I think it's pretty good. My next choice is Rayquaza EX. This card was very hyped. It has 1 retreat cost, which is compatible with Sky Arrow, and it's weak to Dragon. 170 HP isn't bad either. Its first attack, Celestial Roar for a colorless. You discard top 3 cards of your deck, and you take any energies and attach them to Rayquaza EX. This could be a pretty decent way to set him up if you're running a deck with a lot of energy. However, I think that energy acceleration is where Rayquaza goes home. Some people say that using Electric for Dynamotor could be very good with Rayquaza EX. Its attack, Dragon Burst, does 60 times the amount of energy you discard from it, which can be either fire or lightning. I think Emboar is a fantastic partner for Rayquaza EX, so you can just attach as many fire energies as you want to Rayquaza EX, and then attach a manual lightning. I like this better than Electric, just because you don't have to worry about Sky Arrow. For now, Rayquaza is a really good card. I just hope that it won't get one-shotted by Garchomp all the time. My number 2 choice is Terrakion EX. It's also the one I posed, so that's pretty awesome. Terrakion EX has amazing potential in ground decks. For its first attack, you're doing 50 damage for 2 energy, which is decent, and resistance isn't even counted. 3 retreat cost isn't that good, but it's a lot better than regular Terrakion's 4. If you attach 3 energy to him, you can use Pump Up Smash, which is a very silly name for an attack. You do 90, and then you attach 2 basic energies from your hand to Pokemon on the bench, in this case, Terrakion. It's really good for energy acceleration, and Terrakion EX will see its way into a lot of really good decks. My final choice, of course, is Mew EX. Mew EX is just stupidly good, in my opinion. 120 HP for EX is bad. What retreat cost isn't good considering its HP. However, this card can mix and match with pretty much anything whatsoever. Its attack versatile lets it use any attack on the field whatsoever. And its attack replace lets you move around energies. So in other words, versatile lets you copy attacks, and replace lets you move around energies. So this is pretty decent. I don't think you'll be using replace as much, but you'll be using versatile. Even you can mix it with cards like Tracheon EX to accelerate 2 Mew EX for retaliations or even pump up smash. That's just an example though. I don't think that's where Mew EX is the best. I think Mew EX is good when you drop it with a DCE, and then just straight up kill your foe's Mewtwo with an X-Ball. It must be extremely satisfying to see that your little Mew could do so much work. Plus, you can do all the attacks from around the field. Isn't that amazing? I love Mew. Thanks guys for tuning in. I hope that you agree with some of my choices. If you think otherwise, then tell me why. Also, please remember to subscribe, like, and comment on what you thought of the show. The support is what keeps the show going on and on and on. So thank you guys so much and have an awesome day.